Hey folks, Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you happen to be listening to this, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Just a quick one from me, a little tidbit, something that I'd always wondered. I thought I knew the answer to it, and it turns out I was at least partially wrong. You ready to learn it too? Okay, let's go for it. So, did you ever wonder, like I did, why store-bought bread has added sugar in it? I mean, like, does bread need more sugar in it? Is that something that is necessary? Why do they put it in there? And I thought that the answer was because humans, Americans especially, but humans, all of us, love sweet. Yes, it's hardwired into us by evolution and instinct to like sweet things. And the reason that is because in nature, before humans get their hands on it in a kitchen, mixing things together, or in a laboratory, concocting stuff, out in the wild, when something is sweet, it almost always means an easy, potent source of calories. So both sweet and fatty, the reason that all humans, or almost all humans, really love those things is because in the wild, they are signs of calories, which means that people survive. Now, bitter and spicy flavors mean that the plant in particular here has chemical compounds which could be poisonous or dangerous. And so we have a natural aversion to bitter and spicy foods. Now, on the flip side, there are also many beneficial plant compounds that are spicy and bitter. So we've got a double-edged sword there. Spicy and bitter can mean poisonous and deadly, and it can also mean helpful and beneficial. But if you've ever wondered why babies and little kids don't like to, generally speaking here, don't like to eat bitter and spicy foods, it's a pre-programmed aversion, because if they were out in the wild and munching on something, it had a bitter taste, they would spit it out so they don't poison themselves. So, while we're all very frustrated about why our kids won't eat things like broccoli and other quote unquote healthy foods, it is instinctual. So maybe that helps a little bit. I know I try to keep it in mind when little kids don't want to take or eat things that are healthy for them. They're just falling back on instinct. So this brings me back to the reason that I thought bread had added sugar to it. Humans like sweet. And so when we make anything sweeter, we tend to eat it and eat more of it. And I thought that was the primary reason that sugar was added to bread. And that is a reason that sugar is added to bread. But the primary reason is this. So second question here, did you ever wonder why, if you bake bread, it's a little tricky to say there, if you bake bread yourself or you buy an artisanal loaf of bread, not your white bread from the store or whatnot, and why it turns into a rock like a day later, and why you can buy bread from the store and like a week later or sometimes 2 weeks later, it's still soft and pliable. Well, one of the reasons that is true is because of sugar. So they add sugar to it to keep it soft and increase the shelf life. Why? Because sugar likes water. Sugar sucks up water, and so it keeps the bread moist a lot longer. So there you go. Why do they add sugar to bread? Well, really two reasons. The first and foremost reason is because it keeps the bread fresher longer, which means they can make it and ship it and sell it, and it doesn't go bad so quickly. Like we said, if you make an artisanal loaf of bread, you don't put that sugar in there. You have to be careful. That thing will dry out quickly and turn into a stone, which most people don't want, and the grocery stores and all the rest don't want that either. So that is the primary reason they add sugar to bread. The second reason, of course, humans love sweet. Most of us, a sweet tooth is something that we consistently deal with. The point here is that you don't have to feel like something is wrong with you if you have a sweet tooth. It is genetically programmed into you. That doesn't mean we can just give into it and eat as much sweet as we want. There are lots of problems with that. Maybe we'll talk more about that another day. All right, folks. That is it for me today. I love learning little tidbits. I hope this was as interesting to you as it was to me. Listen, your next step is come and join us on Facebook. We have a great group known as the ANH, or the Aspire Natural Health Academy. ANH Academy or Aspire Natural Health Academy. And all you need to do, go to Facebook, punch in ANH Academy, and you'll find us. There are 3 super quick, super easy questions, taking like 1 minute. You can punch those in, and then we will add you to the group. You can join us, and we're all about supporting people on their health journey. Listen, our society, if you listen to society, if you just follow the trend, if you just eat that sugar-laden bread from the store, it is pushing you in the direction of getting sick. We have to actively work if we want to stay healthy and happy, not just today, not just next week, but in the long term. And one of the main ways we can do that is to be surrounded by a supportive community of people who are all on our health journey. And one of the easiest ways to do that is come and join us. Once again, go to Facebook, punch in ANH Academy, answer 3 super quick, super easy questions, and join us today. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Until next time, take care.